Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is your guy Ray coming to you live all the way from here. We're here right here. So you guys haven't seen me in a while. We're coming back. Because things are changing. Things are changing in this world. There's so many things that you can talk about now. You can talk about the women's basketball and some of the things that's that went down over the weekend. You can talk about the workforce. Wow, this workforce now we call it a human resource workforce that is constantly going to workforce. You can talk about it, getting your grind in. There's so many things you can talk about. Entrepreneurship. Are we really being entrepreneurs? Are we really laying the foundation that we can create wealth? Or is only a handful of us getting it and we're not really understanding the basics, the structure, strategy, system, and sales of basic business? Are we talking about spiritual warfare? Things are happening in the spiritual realm right now. When you think about what's going on in the world, when you look about everything that's behind the things that are happening, there are always spiritual applications that are applying. So I wanted to jump on real quick this morning. Try to get back into the flow. Get back into the flow of this thing. Because there's so much going on. There's so much to talk about. There's so much we can change. There's so many things that we need to do. Listen, I'm talking mental illness right now is at an all-time high. People are stressing. People having undiagnosed mental illness at the time. Everything's coming, just bombarding your brain. Everything, it's like one thing after another. It just seems like it just won't cease. The more you try to move forward, the more things. Listen, it ain't even about going backwards. It's just about dealing with what you're dealing with right now. This world system, right? This world system is just dragging us down. It feels like you don't have no defense to anything. But there are solutions. We're always talking about problems, but there are solutions. There's a place of peace and comfort that we can get to. There is what we call attention management, where we can understand to be able to take our attention and flow and focus on things that really matter, that we can daydream and bring the creativity that we have to the world, that we are not an accident, there is something on this earth that nobody can do but you, that sometimes we see these dreams and visions of great things that we do and we get scared. We have the slightest iota, the potential that we have. Trying to fit in, trying to do business the way people say we supposed to do businesses, but not seeing no results. What do I do? Because things are changing in my life. The world has changed. We're going to start talking about some of them things. Ray's Corner Live. If you haven't noticed, go to YouTube. Ray's Corner Live. Man, I'm gonna share some things with you right now. Some things that I go through on a daily basis. Right? Man, at 64, it's like, listen, it's a never-ending battle. But there is peace. There is comfort. There is solution to your problems. I was meeting the other day with some people in the workforce now. It's just really, really crazy. No one respects authority. You can't criticize. You can't critique. You can't do things no more in the workforce. If you're an entrepreneur, you're looking for capital, you're looking for branding, you're looking for this. People are telling you how to do this and how to do that. And you're paying exorbitant amounts of money to go to these workshops and things like that. And you're seeing no results. Or you're paying, or you're still trying to grind. I'm telling you, you need to stop trying to grind, because grinding is hard. You need some grace in your life. Grace gives you the power to do the will of God for your life. The things that you have been anointed, the things that you've been ordained to do in this earth, whatever that may be. The grace will allow you to do it with ease, opposed to grinding hard. I'm doing this. I'm going to go. I won't get rest till I get to glory and all that stuff. It sounds good, but guess what? It's showing no results. So I'm going to start pushing this thing. I'm going to start pushing this thing. I'm going to start pushing this thing. I'm going to start pushing this thing and say, Ray, where have you been? Where have you been? I've been on the backside of the mountain, baby. I've been on the backside of the mountain, baby. Now I'm coming out. Because we're coming. Dion said we're coming. I know what he means now. We're coming. We're coming for those spiritual forces, those unseen things, right? That, listen, let me tell you some of you, my entrepreneurs, some of you business owners, there are unseen spirits that are attacking your business. Yeah, there is spiritual warfare going on. Why you can't make any money because you're being attacked spiritually, mentally. Look, being attacked all in your mind, being confused, thinking you could do things that you can't do, not looking for help, thinking that you have to do everything on your own, trying to carry the weight of the shoulders. I don't know if some of you guys my age, it was this show called Pinky and the Brain, and they said, Pinky, what are you trying to do? I'm trying to take over the world. Pinky would ask the brain, what are you trying to do? Pinky, I'm trying to take over the world. And we're trying to take over the world. But we're going down the wrong street. We're traveling in the wrong car. We're around the wrong company. So I'm going to get out of here. I had to break the ice. See, so many times I wanted to get started, but I was determined this morning to break the ice because this world is changing. There are things that we need to talk about. There's things that, watch this, not just talk about, but come with the solutions of things of our day-to-day life. Listen, what's going to change my day-to-day life? What is my focus? What is my desire? What is capturing my attention? What distractions, right, are causing me not to stay focused on the purpose and plan that God has for my life, on the things that I've been anointed to do? What are all these distractions coming at me? You do know this is this age of technology, and we need technology, but do you understand technology is the exact thing that keeps us from being productive? Technology has taken away our freedom to choose. What are you talking about? How did it take away the freedom to choose? Because every time we do something online, right, and we think we're finished, another drop-down box comes. That means something I didn't choose to look at made me look at it. I'm going to say it again. We have lost the freedom to choose. It's time to take it back. It's time to focus and get in flow. It's time to stop reacting and being proactive. It's time to listen, eliminate distractions, and watch this, the possibility of distractions. I need to understand, I need to get myself in a place of flow where I can be creative, where I can have focus to flow in the things that I need to do. But I also need to understand that there are going to be distractions because of technology. I need to cut off my notifications. I need to cut off all these screens. I need to cut off the email. I need to cut off these things and the possibility of other things that can take me off focus, that can take me out of flow, that can take me, understanding. People talk about daydreaming. Daydreaming is good because it brings out our creativity and it allows our mind to rest. I'm going to say it again. And sometimes people say daydreaming is bad. No, daydreaming gives us the ability for our mind to relax and be creative. So you have 4 quadrants. You have 4 quadrants in your brain. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4. 1, reactive and distraction. 2, flow. 3, focus. And 4, daydreaming. What part of your brain are you operating in at any given time? To be able to identify where I'm at. Boy, that was some deep stuff. Those are the things we're going to talk about. You look at this stuff with the basketball stuff and you're talking about racism and all those things, right? There are spiritual forces behind those things that are distracting us from keeping us stay focused on the things that we need to do. I'm getting out of here. This is your guy Ray coming to you live all the way from here, where it's here right here. And like we always say here at Exodus Life Change, God loves you and I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about that. Listen, share this. Go to YouTube page, Gray's Corner Live. Hey, look, subscribe, hit the notification button. Man, I'm going at it. We're going at it because, listen, if you're like me right now, so many attacks, so many things coming. coming. One thing after another. How do we become more productive in the things that we need to do? How can we have our attention management? How can we keep our attention on certain things and not always being distracted, carried away with every document, with every notification, with every email, with every social like, all that stuff? It's just constantly, watch this, it's constantly taken away from our freedom of choice to be free. I am free. Praise the Lord, I'm free. So look, hit the notification button, share this thing. Say, Ray, man, I feel you. I feel you, Ray. Put in the box. Hey, Ray, I feel you. I know what you're talking about. I'm going through that thing. I'm going through that same thing. This background music, guess what this background music is? What the name of it is? It's called Daydreaming. I got to get out of here. I got to move. Time to take back your freedom to choose. Technology is good, but don't let technology make you non-productive. Peace out. Holla.